live here at Mariucci with a bunch of goalies. We'll start there. We got Liam Souliere, we got Nathan Airey, and we got Brennan Poderzay. I got that right?
Yep.
Beautiful. Appreciate you guys taking the time here, sitting down. How are y'all doing?
Good, for sure.
Yeah?
Fresh off practice. Yeah.
I'm just soaking it all in, being a part of this with these two young gentlemen.
I mean, was it a good practice, Coach?
Yeah, it was really good. Really good. Anytime you get out there and can do some goalie stuff at the beginning, it's always a great day.
So what's goalie stuff? Like, tell me doing goalie stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you. Well, we always talk about leading up to the weekend, what maybe tips, trends, tendencies that the other team looks to do or how they try to generate. And then ultimately these guys are so intelligent in their own position, what they want to do to work on or what they want to feel better on leading up to the weekend. So we put ourselves in the best chance possible for success.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? Going from one weekend to the next, like college hockey, it's just like so regimented. Is it more like trying to correct on things you didn't like from the previous weekend, or is it more focused on like, hey, here's who we're going to play next?
I don't know. I think the way I see it is there's certain things that you do in a weekend that works well, and then you kind of just try and focus on those things and make them even better. Just kind of like playing to your strength, like the same way that, like, I guess a forward, if the top of the circle is the area you want to hang out on, and you better be practicing the top of the circle area. Like, if me being at the top of my crease has been helping, I'm going to make sure that I'm at the top of my crease every time. So it's most just focusing on the things that are good and trying to replicate those as many times as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if we're playing a team that we know, goes to the net hard, then we'll work on screens and tips. That's something we've been kind of working on all year, I guess, right? And but if there's something we don't like, for example, like a drift in our stance from shots from the top or something like that, we'll try and correct that throughout the week so we don't have to deal with it in a game. So
okay, nice. And I'm not going to direct this at one person because I need all of you to answer this, but we've only had one other goalie on the podcast before. Yes, for Wallstedt.
Oh, nice.
And he was pretty candid on his answer here, but I want to hear from you guys. How do you feel about the generalization that goalies are different? We'll put it that way.
Go ahead, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, you got to be a little different. They're wiring it at your head. And like, you kind of, like, for example, today, the best example I have is at practice today, we had like a drill where we moved the net up, and one of the players came in and shot it, and I saved it like a normal spot, nothing crazy, and it just missed the padding, so it was like a stinger, and it started hurting. So I was like screaming, like in pain, and I saw Bob at the corner of my eye, like looking at me like, is he okay? And it's just like, yeah, I mean, like, this is just a part of the gig. Like, you just have, like, sometimes they hurt. And you just have
throwing your glove off yesterday.
Well, was it Rick DiPietro back however long now? Yeah. I don't even know how long it's been since that guy's been out of the league, but he was mic'd up for All-Star competition or whatever, and they're asking him, like, oh, so, like, does it hurt? He's like, yeah, it hurts. Yeah. And that was like the first time like a general fan would have known, like, oh wait, no, it actually hurts getting hit by these pucks.
Correct.
Well, I mean, we're pretty lucky with the gear we have now. I've had one of those old gloves when my Bantam coaches brought an old glove. I wouldn't use it. I was too scared of a puck. But I mean, well, the other day I got my bell rung pretty good. I got one of the bars snapped on my mask.
Yeah. Okay.
Only a Jimmy Snuggerud shot can do that.
Yeah, so straight at my eye. So I'm gonna frame that one though. But I mean, you gotta be a little odd. I mean, who wants to stand in a net getting frozen piece of rubber shot at you? But teach their own, I guess.
Yeah. We're gonna get Jimmy to sign that somehow.
Sign the cage.
Yeah. Something rather.
I mean, it's such an age-old rhetoric of goalies being weird. I think it's a personality. Just like they said, of course you are standing in front of shots, but I think ultimately what makes it such a unique position is you are the last line of defense. So you make a save, people love you. The puck goes in the net, you don't feel real good about yourself. So it's definitely a pressure-packed position, and it takes a unique person to be able to want to A, handle that, but then B, thrive in that. So, and these guys have done a tremendous job of both of it.
Who's under more pressure during those games? You guys or mom?
Yeah, I mean, mom for sure. We're used to it. Mom's not really used to it. I remember like growing up as a kid, like my mom used to always go like, get it out, get it out, get it out. Like, and you could hear it from the stand. Like, I'm 12 years old, but you know, it's it's weird though. Like, you're so in the zone, like focusing on the puck, like especially like 2-on-1s. The 2-on-1s developing, like you hear the crowd kind of like developing, everything, the noise, everything gets like louder and louder, and like you're kind of just like narrowing it down to the puck, and then you kind of just want to hear, especially if you're on the road, you want to hear the after, and if you know, you're at home, you want to hear the cheers after. That's kind of like when, once that save is made, that's kind of like when you realize that, oh, it was pretty tense. That was a pretty tense moment, but you try and stay in the zone.
Yeah, I don't like to use the word pressure. I don't, you know, every game's played the same. If I can go into a game and just understand that it's, you know, just another game, or every shot's just another shot, I feel like that's sort of alleviated and takes the pressure off. But then at the same time, obviously there's, you know, if you're playing in a Stanley Cup final, or for us, like in the playoffs and stuff like that, obviously that game means a lot more to not only the team, but the fans and everybody out there. So understanding the moment and the pressure that comes with it, but not letting it affect you in that moment, I think is a good way of looking at it. So in my family, there's a lot more pressure on the family, for sure. My dad paces, my grandpa paces, my aunt sticks her face in a blanket, and a whole bunch of stuff. So
These guys are forgetting this is why you see they work so well together. It's yin and yang. One is as cool as the other side of the pillow. The other one's wired a little bit tighter. The one person who feels the most pressure during the game is the goalie coach.
How can I make this about me?
I mean, no, that's the worst. It's terrible because, as they both just alluded to, when you're playing it's free. You've done all the work. This is the preparation is just letting it come effortlessly. But as a coach, now you sit back with your hands tied, and you hang on every save, you hang on every goal. You obviously want to make sure that you feel like you've put forth the best foot for these guys to have them prepared. And it's being a goalie parent, being a goalie girlfriend, fiance. It is a roller coaster. So it's much more difficult for everybody other than the goalie.
Yeah. And I would say also, like, talk about pressure, like, you know who else also has like a ton of pressure whenever there's a scoring chance? It's the shooter.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're in a right spot, like, I'm a firm believer that like a perfect goalie will always win above a perfect shot. Like, there's no such thing as like a perfect shot. Like, there's always something a goalie could have made or done to make that save.
Sure.
So it's
That's
like,
a great point.
If you're in the right spot, like, you're in the right spot. Like, you're making the save. No matter what the other guy has to either completely fake you out or pick a corner, but you know, I feel like they have more pressure.
Yeah, theoretically, every puck is savable. I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like that. Okay, so we've established, we all agree, different. Goalies are different.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's something that develops like throughout being a goalie, or do you have to be different to even get into it? Like, how did you guys even get into being a goalie when you were younger?
Oh, my dad was a goalie. My grandpa was a goalie.
So you had no shot.
Yeah, my dad kind of forced it on me, but I'm glad he did. But I always have like that thought, like I wonder like where I'd be if I just stuck to forward the whole time. Yeah. I was pretty good at both, like as a kid.
I see the hands out there. I would. That's funny that you say that. I could see you being an unbelievable forward.
Yeah, yeah. So, it's for another life, I guess. But, but yeah, I love being goalie.
That's for beer league. Save the knees.
Yeah, I mean, once I'm retiring, those pads are
I'm with you.
never getting put on.
Yeah, I didn't have anybody really play hockey, to be honest with you. Like, my dad played hockey growing up, but not really at a super high level. My grandpa was a good football player, but other than that, I just tossed the ball at myself when my parents couldn't shoot on me, and I'd yell at my dad to shoot in intermissions and hockey games on me at mini sticks, right? My mom would shoot on me outside, but never really came about in the family. Really the reason why I started was I was a backup, moved to St. Albert in third grade, grade 3 as we call it. And our goalie quit halfway through the year, and I was the backup. And I loved goalie way more. I was a horrible player. I was so bad.
I can see that.
Bad. I didn't want to take any penalties or anything like that. And yeah, he quit. I was the goalie the rest of the year, and that was that. I didn't want to get out. So, yeah.
What about you, Pods? How'd you start?
It was same, really crazy being in northern Minnesota, which is supposedly supposed to be a hockey hotbed. My dad was a great basketball player, so I actually played. I didn't get into hockey until I was 8 or 9 years old. It was just by chance. The numbers were light. Everybody was getting an opportunity to play goalie, and I fell in love with the gear. Like, I loved the pressure. Same thing, the ooh, the ah, being able to have an impact on the game. It was just, that was one of the coolest parts for me, and it stuck. I think I gave up like 7 or 8 my first game, and I was like, I love this. Let's keep doing it. So,
yeah, we got to talk about the gear, right? Like, that is the coolest part of being a goalie. Mm-hmm. Some kids like want to play goalie because of the gear. Others, once they're in it, that's just like a fun little thing to dabble in. Like, how do you guys come up with the inspiration for how your pads are designed? Helmet, leg pads, whatever.
I mean, I'm a copycat. Like, I used to just, whatever Price was doing.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was gonna figure out a way to fit my colors in the same way. Even like when I was younger, like I played on a team that had yellow, blue, and gray, and I just went the white Vaughn with the blue and the red.
Oh yeah,
like little lines.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting those. So I did that for a while, and then obviously Price is not playing anymore. So this year is Bobrovsky. Okay. I just took his design and put it into Minnesota gear, and his helmet. I've done
copycat.
Yeah, I've done nice. Like my helmet is pretty much also a copycat of Bobrovsky's design. I've had it my freshman year at Penn State too. I did the same kind of design, but I just find someone that I think looks good, and I try and emulate that, really.
You and Weiser.
Yeah.
Same.
We do kind of look exactly the same.
You both went Bobrovsky helmets.
Yeah. And our pads kind of match up.
I mean, that's not a bad person to try to
emulate.
No, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, now that he finally got the cup.
Yeah. Well, I think before that.
He was
and
okay,
there was a lot of reasons in his bank account before then that he was pretty happy.
Yeah, true.
So.
Mine's a little different. I went Top Gun this year on my helmet. If people can figure that out, I've got a couple people who've like, oh, it's Top Gun Maverick's helmet. I've always liked that movie, and John Gibson did it, and he hasn't done it for a while now, but I like the look of it, so I did that one.
Nice.
Pads, I went stock this year, but usually I do a digi-print on the Bowers. Usually I drop my own thing. Last year I did my own design. In junior I did my own designs and stuff, but you just get bored and draw designs, and whichever one I like I use, right? So, that's kind of designs for me. I just have too much free time on my hands sometimes. So,
yeah.
I think it's cool how both of these guys, like I said, that the thing that makes the position so unique, in my opinion, is you can watch these guys play and you really start to see them play within their personalities. And I think that's what makes this position so unique. It's cool to be able to see them ultimately be able to express themselves through the gear and through the helmets, but then ultimately when you watch them play too, it's kind of crazy how they try to emulate, whether it be Bobrovsky, whether it be other guys that are in the National Hockey League. So now you kind of draw on that as a coach and be able to try to use simulation or situations that these guys have been successful in and try to mimic that in their games.
For sure. And you bring up Top Gun. Didn't even tell you guys before we started recording, because I'm really good at this, but the show is called Fellowship of the Rink. Joe Smith of The Athletic and I, we both like Lord of the Rings.
No
Couldn't
way.
come up with a name. We're like, how do we make this
That's awesome.
like,
You're
fun?
gonna get me going.
Oh, there we go. I love this. All right. Well, you already talked about Top Gun. Great inspiration for the helmet. I want to get into like any other ideas we might have for creative pads you could create off of a show, movie, whatever. But let's just start Lord of the Rings here, because clearly you're like very excited about
Let
this.
me think.
Are you like?
He loves
Oh, I watch
Just a huge
every
fan?
year. I
Really?
watched The Hobbit, all 3 of them in 3 days the other day.
Have you seen it? I've never. My wife wants me to watch.
I've seen.
I'm trying to get them to watch it, but
never
I've seen
seen
all the Rings of Power too. The second season was better.
I think that the show gets a bad rap. Like, it could certainly be better in certain ways, but like, I like a lot of things about it.
It was good.
I like with the nerd stuff. Like, I like origin stories. Like,
Yeah.
one of the coolest ones is like the X-Men, like Wolverine
Yes.
origin, like
Yep.
going back.
Yeah.
And that's like what this show is to me. It's like going and like seeing the origins of Sauron, because like he's the most important character in the movies, in the books, and like he gets zero
Great
time
Deceiver.
at all in the movies.
The Great Deceiver. Yeah.
That sounds a lot like a goalie,
Yeah.
right?
Sauron's a goalie.
I mean, when you
There's the next
when you-
helmet.
when you do your job, it's good work. You did your job, but then when you mess up, it's the world's falling. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's pressure packed.
What can I put on a helmet though? Lord of
Tough
the Rings.
position.
Think on that. But
Frodo
so,
or whatever.
I mean, Liam, what about you?
Frodo.
Like, is there
Red was his
anything, like, it
hair.
doesn't have to be Lord of the Rings, but, like, is there anything, whether it's, like, a nerdy book or a show you've watched, did you collect something, or if you got nothing, feel free to just throw whatever the latest binge is on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Prison Break as the latest binge
Okay.
for me. But no, I don't know. I would never nerd out and put something on my pads like that. I'm a traditionalist at heart. Like,
You're a traditionalist who just grabs whatever someone else traditionally did.
exactly.
I like it.
Like, I'm not like the whole digiprint. Like, I wouldn't. Like, even if I had the option, I don't know if I'd do it. Like, I that's not what I remember hockey gear looking like. Like, I just remember, like, you know, Broders. I don't even remember the brand. but
Gatekeeper Heatons.
just
Oh, yeah,
like
come on.
weird shapes
yeah.
of different color. Like, I love that. Like, that part. Or even like, I think one of the most underrated pads ever is the Reeboks. If you remember, it was kind of like weaving with like little edges.
Yeah.
It like vines.
Yeah.
It looked like rose vines or
Yeah.
Oh, what were
rose
those?
thorns. Those were pretty cool to me.
I like that. There was the cool ones. I can't remember who did it. Was it Gibson or Quick maybe, that had like the full out like American flag leg pads for Team USA.
Yep.
I got to show you guys one here because I don't know if you've seen it. I'm sure you're very familiar and up with the state tourney here. You guys have probably heard of it, but probably haven't watched it. Did anyone see the Cretan Durham Hall goalies pads last year? He was the backup and ended up getting in and like playing really well.
I must have, but
I'm going to show you guys right now. They are Zubaz inspired. You can just pass it around.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. Like, it's pretty cool.
I mean, that's
For
gonna
a
mess
day.
with a shooter.
Right?
You know? Look at those.
Oh, wow.
things.
And those are loud.
Very loud.
You better make some saves.
Yeah,
in those.
that's what I was saying.
You're not
gotta-
making saves. I don't know if you ever played against St. Cloud Cathedral at all in your time. So we had to play them. They were in our conference every year. And they had a goalie who flat out had the brightest highlighter yellow helmet, pads, and gloves going with their bright highlighter. Like, it hurt my brain just to look at him to shoot.
It's, I think the only emulation there was probably like an early Marc-Andre Fleury when he had all the yellow. But you're right, that was a different yellow. It was highlighter.
His was
These
a
were
normal yellow.
Right.
I had the yellows, the Marc-Andre yellows. I'm
So
just a
sweet.
copycat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You are.
All French guys.
Who's a goalie you don't like? Who's a goalie that you wouldn't copy? Sounds like you copy everybody.
Whoever's not French.
I mean, I don't know. Am I supposed to just name drop people?
Here we go.
I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there's a lot.
Wow.
Like, I think that in the NHL,
French, man.
there is a lack of like good-looking gear.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, it's all subjective.
I mean,
So,
sure. I mean, really, what we got to do.
Like Lundqvist always had amazing pads.
That's a great point.
Also,
Always
I don't
had
care
amazing
what
pads.
that man wears. I'm probably going to say
Yeah,
it looks
that's
great because
true.
he's wearing
Yes,
it. Like, let's just be honest.
Correct. That's true.
But like, I mean, like the new kids in right now, like I don't know what they're doing. Like I don't like it.
Oh, all right. Have you guys ever watched? It's called Ink Master.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Familiar?
watched it.
No?
Heard of it.
Heard of it.
So basically, the idea is it's another reality TV show where there's a panel of judges and people come in and like they do different tattoo challenges,
nice.
narrows down throughout and leave. We need to come up with some kind of iteration of that, but on goalie pads. Like,
like
who does and who doesn't
Yeah.
have the right style.
Yeah.
You could do like goalie mask designs for that.
Oh, there's a
Airbrush
lot of things we could
competition.
do with that.
Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Early phases.
I
Great
like- yeah,
brainstorming.
yeah.
I like that.
Trademark that quick.
What about you, Coach? What'd you wear?
Actually, everything that they had talked about. No, I'm dating myself. I feel young at heart, but I started right when it was the Heaton transition to CCM, transition to Reebok. So I went with. I loved at that time Roberto Luongo. It was just clean.
Yeah.
All of his white stuff. Tried
Yeah,
to get
like-
the same strapping setup that he
Love
had.
that style. Like
Yeah.
an all white pad,
Yeah.
clean.
With just a tiny bit of color. So that was Reebok was the last set I wore. So when these guys come to me sometimes with pad questions, I feel so outdated. Like I'm starting to feel my age where they ask questions about, did you see this model? I'm like, no, I didn't. I used to be up on all of that, but now it's kind of, I know I'm so lucky to work with these guys that I know that whatever they're putting on, that they're going to make saves. So that's all that matters to me.
I mean,
That's fair.
I'm outdated compared to him. Like he knows everything about his pads, his skates. He's like asking me questions, and I don't even know how big my pads are. I don't know what size skate I
He doesn't
wear.
even know what
How-
size skate. Like,
How
asked-
often
I
do you
heard
like
you
just
ask
like
Reza
nod
today.
and smile like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
when really
Right.
you're like,
but like, how do you not know what size skate you wear?
Every
That's
year,
tough.
I just go order the same.
Yeah. You got me in the system? Go ahead. Duplicate
Just go
it.
get. Like I've been wearing
Wow.
the same skates since I was 16.
I should just ask your
Right.
shoe size and then add 2, or take.
I don't
away
even
2.
know if
Take
that
away
works.
2.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know how it works, man. You know, that's
depends on if you're on the metric system or not.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, jeez.
Oh man. All right. So last one on like goalie specific stuff. It's come up a lot recently with Fleury, who's on the verge of retirement. Awesome career. We all know that. Has yet to get his goalie goal or goalie fight, and that's like he needs that so bad. I'm still upset that the refs wouldn't let him and Bennington go.
Bennington, yeah.
But for you guys, I don't know, like prior to this, if you've had any goalie fights or goals, and if not, like let's talk hypotheticals. You know, playing pro hockey, which one would be cooler to have, a goalie fight or a goalie goal?
Goalie goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sewell's tried this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
You're
a
still
foot away.
Trying. Yeah.
Still
I've been
trying.
He
trying.
was a foot away.
Have you ever had one pre-college?
No.
No?
No. The
Close?
closest I've ever been, and this is like, I wanted to swing my stick.
Yeah.
I shot it right on the net, like terrible mistake from the forward. I had all the time in the world, and I sent it, and it was like online, and the player like full like,
Oh, it got it.
and he tipped
High
it,
stick?
so it was high stick, but it was like,
That's the worst.
yeah, I literally went like my heart broke.
That's
and-
tough.
But yeah, I mean, both in the game would be pretty cool.
That's all time.
I mean, at that point, you have to get the Gordie Howe hat trick, right?
I mean, I don't even know how you make that happen, but yeah.
I mean, if you get the goal, if you get the goal in the
Exactly,
fight, those are the hard ones.
Pass it
And
to
sometimes
Snuggy
the
and-
assist is harder.
Yeah.
The assist is very getting an assist is like pretty lucky, like in general, unless you're sending it, like for a breakaway. Like you need someone to go coast to coast, or you need to, like, for the puck to get like up the ice in one pass and then in the net, like it's pretty clean play that you need to be happening. So
yeah, that's fair. Okay, what about you? Fight or goal?
A goal would be cool, but that's never happening. That's for real here.
Okay.
A lot of time in the
I
gym.
don't
We can do
plan.
it. Yeah.
I don't plan on trying to go for a goalie goal.
So it's sitting there.
fighting,
The,
though.
the,
That's what I'm saying.
fighting.
I know I'm not fighting.
the C part's for you. You're not taking a shot at it?
No, because for me personally, the risk is too great of passing it right down the middle, flubbing it,
Flubbing
and
it,
giving
yeah.
it right to him.
And going in the net.
Yeah,
You're in net.
yeah.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
So, Coach, how do we feel about it? Like, if you see one of them lining up to rip it down the ice.
I mean, the nerves start going a million miles an hour, but then it turns to excitement because, like I said, was that against Penn State?
Against Penn State I tried, and then I tried again against.
That would have been
Wisco?
insane.
Against Penn State would have
against
been
Wisco.
gnarly.
And I mean,
Crazy.
we're talking like a foot. If this guy's a foot
Closer. Yeah.
it's in the net. It was online. It had enough juice.
Just
I mean, it
sliced
was
it,
so
right?
cool to
No, the
see.
D got it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
caught.
yeah, that's
The
right.
D skated to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little nervous, but then obviously once it gets past the blue line out of your zone, then
That's all you're really aiming
Yeah,
for.
and you're
is, like,
starting to
get
get
it over the
excited.
blue line.
That's the goal. Goal's the bonus.
Fair. Well, let's get right into it then with the Gopher stuff. Like, playing against Penn State here.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
Yeah, I mean, like, it was a tough week, like, building up to it. Like, I'm pretty sure I smashed a stick in goalie.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't feeling too good. Like, again, talk about pressure. Like, just what if, like, the worst scenario happens, right? Like, that's, like, devastating. But, like, once the game started, it literally all just went away, which is great. Like, that's what you wanted to happen. And then I just got the opportunities. I mean, it was a weird game in general. Like, nothing really was going on. 0-0 the whole time. Just, shot at the time, really. That's what at least that's how I focus on my game. It's a shot at a time. I break my game up in 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes is like, good job. Like, you did your 5 minutes well. And we got a goal, nice goal, like greasy goal. Loved it. And, I guess it was just kind of like a fairy tale ending to that. Just 1-0. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better day that day, really. Pretty happy about it.
It showed. You were beaming, dude. when you
Yeah, I
came
mean,
off.
I can't not being like that. I did, like, again, like, you're, like, all
so
week,
cool.
you're like, what if they just get, like, 5 in the first? And I'm getting yanked. Like, you're thinking about those things, and then, but it didn't happen. You didn't get scored on, so now
He's still feeling it right now. You're reliving all of it.
That's a great day. It was a great day.
Yeah.
It was a great day.
Well, so how did you end up with the Gophers?
I called Bob. Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to come.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. I want to come. I want to be a Gopher. I play against them all 4 years. The way they play, the amount of talent. Like, I knew that coming here, even if I didn't play a game, I'd get better, which was like, it's exactly what I want. Like, so, and ready for a challenge. If I was thinking, like, hey, if I can't, like, fight my way to getting some ice time here, then how am I going to do it in pros? So let's get a test run going. State of hockey. You walk around the walls here. There's history everywhere. Just Paul Martin's our player helper. Like,
Right.
it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, and also, like, just having a full-time goalie guy, that was a big deal too. And turned out that our full-time goalie guy's pretty good at it, so that worked out good. But yeah, I mean, wanted to be a Gopher, try to make it happen. Send me a call.
Seems like it's been working out pretty well, man.
Yeah, no, day at a time. We're working.
Well, so for both of you, and we'll start with you, Nathan, like, what makes a Canadian kid decide I want to play college hockey?
Yeah. Obviously, the WHL where I live is everybody's dream at that age. At 14, we're drafted. And from there on, it's, you know, have a good camp right away, and if you have a good camp, they put a contract in front of you. And I was pretty lucky at the time. I knew a lot of the guys that were in junior hockey, you know, the AJ there, so I kind of had that persuasion right away to take a second and think about it, especially for my route, you know, being not somebody who was physically ready for the WHL right away. For me, it was, I got to think about what's best for me. And honestly, I didn't know a lot about college hockey. I didn't know a lot about here really until I came here on a visit. And, you know, for me, I enjoy school. I like that side of things, and I wanted to have a backup plan if I get hurt or something goes wrong. So those are kind of things that are put into your mind. You know, my mom put that in my head a lot. But that's kind of my train of thought on that, and how it all led to here was ultimately got to have two plans, and this for me was the best route out of those two. So
Nice. What about you, Liam?
Yeah, I mean, my dad was like, "You're going college hockey." And I was like, I didn't even know what it was. Like, I mean, I was like,
Playing goalie.
Yeah.
I was like, going to college.
I was like 14 years old, and obviously like the QMJHL draft, like they do it in person. I don't know if they still do it since COVID, but like there's 15-year-old kids, like they're going to an arena and you're sitting down and you're waiting for your name to be called. And my dad's like, "You're going to college hockey." I was like, yeah. I'm like, let's go to the draft first.
Yeah.
So go to the draft, and that year I was starter and we had a backup, same age. So I had played like something like 40 games. The other one had played like 20. And then 7th round, there's 15 rounds, I think, in the Q draft. 7th round comes up, and then it's like goalie from this team. So I literally like go to stand up, and it was backup's name got called. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, yeah, wake up call, right? Like, so then I remember leaving the arena, and then again, door opened. My dad was like, "Are we going college hockey?" I was like, yeah, we can go college hockey.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, after that, as soon as that happened, I remember like my mindset just was like, okay, you're doing everything you can to get a college scholarship somewhere. And yeah, so made my way.
at the time, it's riskier for us, you know?
Yeah,
With all
I
the new
mean-
rules, right?
I didn't
Yeah.
getting here was no cakewalk.
No.
I mean, I got cut from. I tried coming to the States to come play like null hockey. Like, I don't even know how many times I got cut every single time. USHL by my 19th year. Like, I was already committed, and I couldn't even find a USHL team to take me. Like, so just, I mean, if you're good enough, people will find you. Is what like I tell myself, and it has kind of worked out that way. But there's obviously luck, and like for Penn, I call Penn State too. Like I'm recruiting myself everywhere I go. but yeah, I mean, again, school, same deal. Getting an education while doing it is important. And I mean, the crowds are way better.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the energy's way better. It's cool. Like, I think it's cooler. Like, sure, you can play major junior for 4 years and there's 1,200 people there and they're shaking their cowbells, but it's not a Friday or Saturday night at Mariucci against a Big Ten opponent.
Not even close.
It's just like, it's just never going to be like that. So yeah, college hockey's pretty, like, and especially for goalies, I think too, like we're such late bloomers. Like, I think it's like the peak age for an NHL goalie is like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's the
27,
best
28.
they'll ever play.
Yep.
So
I don't know, dude. If you go to Twitter, I'm pretty sure people have already given up on Wallstedt at 22. So
yeah, like,
Which is
I
crazy.
mean, people give up on Price in Montreal,
Yeah.
or like trade Price. Like, you know,
I mean,
goalie
Halak,
takes time.
dude, Halak.
He was good.
They were still talking about Bobrovsky. Go back to that. Like,
Yeah.
people were
Pretty
saying this
nuts.
is a terrible contract, and now all of a sudden he wins a Stanley Cup, and everybody's like, brilliant.
Narrative
Yeah,
shifts
it
pretty
was
quick.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's, I mean, like, the game is so different for a goalie.
Yeah.
Like, it's all in your head. It's all like
Oh, yeah.
how you process
ever.
the game.
Is it ever?
Like, so it's not how, like, yes, it's how fast you can move your legs, but you don't have to move your legs that fast if you know, like, where it's going first.
Mhm.
So Yeah, I mean, just taking your time coming to college hockey as a goalie, I think, is like the only way you should really do it. Like, even if you're the best in the world, like we're like Jake Ottinger, for example, like he's the best at his age, he still went college. Like, go play college at 18, be that guy at 18, 19, and then make your way to the NHL at 20. Like, this is like, we're talking like the 0.5%, like how many goalies do this? Like, nobody does it. So, yeah, I mean, I think, again, AHL, pro, like college, like they kind of all mix in the same area. So as a goalie, like that's what you're trying to face. So college is the way.
For sure. I was just going to ask, because I know like you've really carved out a cool position for yourself in being, the goalie whisperer a bit.
Thank you.
I mean, Dryden McKay, man, that's certainly no joke. Everyone loves what went on with Justin Close prior to these guys. Like, this is the first time you've had a group of guys, right?
Yeah.
Like, those were alphas, and we got 2 alphas that are going back and forth. I mean, we basically got Friday Nathan, Saturday Liam. What's it like managing that as a coach?
It's pretty easy. I'll be honest with you. These guys are, and I don't just say this because they're here.
Can you guys step out real quick?
No, I've never met a tighter group of goalie partners. Just how receptive they are to both bounce ideas off of each other, as far as, and that's before I even get to it. They pretty much have all the world's problem solved before I get involved. For me, it's just been, and I don't think I get to tell these guys enough to their face, it's been so truly honoring and humbling to be able to work with these guys on a daily basis, because they're receptive. Not only are they great goalies, but they're great human beings. And I mean, they make my job a blast, if you can call it a job, coming to the rink every day.
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality, who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it, that makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
Have you ever been in a goalie tandem like this? Like, what's it like from your guys' perspective?
Yeah, no, I haven't. And it was fun. It's like, it's hard to get to where we're at. Like, the relationship we have, I've never had it with anybody else. And I think that partially it's on me in the past and on other factors. But I think without even talking to each other, we kind of just, when I showed up here, we kind of just both were like, all right, let's build. We're just going to build a relationship. And it just kind of happened. And I mean, I've been so happy to cheer him on Friday nights. The only thing I want to see is him get the dub. And I've never felt like that about another partner really before. So it's taken a long time for me to get there, but I'm really, really happy that, he helped me out to get to that spot to where, I can just, have a friend and not a competitor, So, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, one of the best men at my wedding is my old goalie partner. I've got a buddy that I always go golfing with. He was one of my old goalie partners, so I've been really lucky with the goalie partners I've had. And for me, it was, if we're really good friends, we're going to understand if one guy plays above the other the next day. For example, he's been playing the last little bit, and I'm super happy for him. But at the same time, obviously I want to play, right? But if we have that relationship, a friendship, there's a healthy way of doing it, right? If we didn't have a good relationship, then that little competition could become toxic and hurt the team. So for me, it's build a relationship, have a friend for life, and battle it out, because that's what we want to do, right? It doesn't, the fact that he's played the last little bit doesn't change the fact that we're best friends, right? Like, I've got a lot of best friends on the team too, and he's been playing so good. I just want to play as good as I can in practice to push him to be better too, right? If we have a good relationship, push each other to be better, both of us are going to be better in the end.
Yeah, and for the viewers and listeners, like, this should not be coming out of a 20-year-old's mouth. Like,
yeah, that's
like he is above and beyond his years in maturity and calmness, and like I think it, kind of, washed out on me when I got here and I saw him the way he, had his composure set, and but yeah, I mean, he's totally right, and I mean, we both bought into that boat, and it's been a success so far, so we just got to keep doing it.
Yeah, for me, I mean, we talk about everything. We've talked about relationships, we talked about obviously on ice stuff, faith. That's what it comes down to for me is the faith that God will provide a path for me, and whether that's going right away, whether that's taking my time, like that's what I rely on. And he's been playing recently, so got to put that hey, you need a little bit more time to develop, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to support him the best I can. So.
Yeah, you're not 20. I need to see an ID.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm 21.
21?
Oh!
Yeah, especially 21, yeah.
Yeah, is it weird being Canadian and having like 21 actually be an age that's cool?
Well, it's weird. In Alberta, it's the dream is 18, right?
Right.
So then, like, you come here and it's like, oh, I can't go have one with the guys.
Right. Then you turn 20, I'm like, oh, I can do this again.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah, I missed that wave. I aged out. I did it the right way. Aged out at juniors, got here at 21 already.
Masterclass.
You know what you were doing.
Yeah, that was on purpose.
Yeah.
I developed later on purpose.
But I mean, so he pumped your guys' tires already. Like, what do you guys have to say about what coach has done to push you guys as well and like help you along the path that you've been on this whole year? Because like, candidly, it's been awesome to watch you guys. It's been one of those years where like it's just kind of an unknown, right? Like we've had closer for several years and we knew exactly what we were getting. Mm-hmm. Fans come in this year, they're like, don't really know much about either of these guys. And everyone is big fans of what you guys have been doing. But what's his role been in all that?
Yeah, I mean, like I like a quote unquote goalie guy, like watching my games, I haven't had that in I don't even know how many years. So I didn't get the chance to kind of have somebody teach me my mistakes like in the game. And you can like do it through video, like Zoom sessions, but like it's never the same than when you're like he's watching the game. Like I know he's like taking notes. Like I see him on his notepad. Like every time something happens, he's like, okay, this I need to remember that. And like so obviously for one, he's prepared and committed to making us better, which is awesome. And for two, like he just knows what he's talking about. And he like the best way to say it is the position can be played any other way. You can play it any way you want. He knows how to like teach you within your way, which is like has been really great. And little things for me that like I didn't even know I was doing wrong, that he just pointed out and harped on. And at the beginning, I'll be the first to admit, like I was like, this is like I don't know, I've never worked this way. Didn't really listen, and then like video started coming back, and I subconsciously was doing the things that he wanted me to do, and then then I started consciously changing my ways into the way he wanted to do, and then translate to the game. So yeah, I mean he's been one of the better things that's ever happened to me, for sure. And I'm most likely gonna stay here this summer and train with him for that reason. So yeah, I mean, all props to him. I don't think any of us would be here or be doing as good without him. I think he's kind of an unsung hero of this team this year. So
yeah, I mean, you look at me, I'm 6'3", you're
5'11".
5'11".
6 with skates.
6 foot. 6 foot.
We play very differently, and it can be hard for goalie coaches to understand that, because a lot of times you'll get people who just are stuck in one way. Like he was saying, there's multiple ways of playing, and he's so good at crafting our games for how we play the best, right? So I don't save a puck the same way he does, right? There's a lot of differences that we do, but he's able to take the best out of our games and make it the best that it can be. And that's a very hard skill for goalie coaches. And, you know, I coach in the summer, and that's something I can also take from that. Like, you see a lot when you goalie coach. Like, you take little things. And he's able to look at our game and build off of what we've built and just make it the best that it can be. Again, like he was saying, there's a lot of stuff that I had no idea I was doing wrong too. And he pointed it out and just be like, hey, like, let's try this, or maybe focus on that when you're doing this. And it's just increased my knowledge of the game and my save selection when it comes to certain situations. It's made me think about it for sure, and it's been cool to kind of play through it, and lots of stuff that he's pointed out that I've really liked and have taken. So
Nice.
I need you guys to come around more often, please. This is
I know, right?
this is a good therapy session.
Yeah.
But no,
I'll swing by the summer trainings. Don't worry.
We I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was the first day, and just like you, I'm reading the news clippings and seeing Golden Gophers, biggest unknown, goaltending. I knew Nathan from last year when he got healthy. I knew what he was capable of. I watched him through the recruiting process. I saw Souls playing against him for 3 years, and I knew what kind of an athlete I was working with. What's been so great is we talked about it. I brought it up to him, and I wanted to make sure that I was very clear with what my expectations were and what I knew that these guys were capable of doing. I said, we can talk about the unknown all we want. I said, I know what we have in this group, and the expectations are us being the best. And we're going to be at the top of the save percentage, the goals against, because I know what you guys are capable of. And they've truly bought in on it. And it's just it's so great to see these guys start to reap the rewards, because again, like I said, it's a pretty thankless position. When you do your job, it's good job, you're supposed to, and when you don't, there's everything is magnified. So for these guys to get the recognition for their hard work and for all of the work that they've done, it's really cool to see.
And I want to highlight Zach Weiss too.
Yes.
Yeah, Weiss are unreal. Like,
His
best third
skating-
goalie of all time, by the way.
Oh my gosh, he is. Some of the saves he makes are amazing, and he just gets up and starts barking.
But he again,
I
though,
love
we
that.
talk about it, like the goalie union, you're as strong as your weakest link. Zach he's not only a tremendous goalie, but he's a tremendous human.
Yeah.
Like, he's pushing these guys. He's the first to ask them, whatever they need. And like I said, there isn't one of us without all four of us. So it's just like I said, it's been unique, and I appreciate that, because you're right. Like, he works his tail off, thanklessly. So
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah,
We'll blame Slarks that he's not in here with
Correct,
us right
yeah.
now.
I mean,
Yes.
for sure. I mean, he talk about like owning your role.
Yeah.
Like same way that I was owning my role on Friday nights, cheering you on, and you're owning your role. Like, he just nonstop is just the energy in the room. Yeah. Like, and he's good. Like, like, he's good. Like, it's funny. I think I was talking to his girlfriend. Like, I was at his apartment. His girlfriend was like kind of giving him a hard time about like whatever, not being a goalie. And I was like, listen, like, he's the best third goalie I have ever seen in my life.
I'm telling you,
we could put him in a game, and I'm not joking. Like, he wouldn't look out of place. Yeah, that's how good he is.
100%.
But yeah, Zach Weiss bump for sure.
Yeah.
Dang.
Great call.
I like that. So, Jimmy Snuggerud, you guys see him more than anyone else does.
Yeah.
What makes his shot different?
It's never the same. Like, he has this traditional drag and pull, but he can, like, any angle, he's getting it off and he's getting elevated. He's like, and I think the one thing that, like, I would teach kids, like little kids, when there's a rebound, like, he is putting it through the net.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Through my head.
Yeah.
He is. There's no, like, there's some players that, like, open net, like, they just gently, like,
Tap it.
never. He's putting it through, putting this, like, all the muscle, like, that's, like, I mean, that's goal scorer touch, and he's a crafty little guy too. He backhand 5-hole high, like, low, like, there's no, like, he likes blocker a little more from just, I guess, warming up is where he goes.
Yeah.
But and then after that, it's wherever. So I think that's a big part of him being a great shooter.
Wasn't it? I think it was last year when we played Colorado. He just, like, spun around and took a slap shot.
Yes, and it went in.
Yeah, and it went in, like, top shot. He just shoots. It doesn't matter if he's looking. Like, he'll just try and hit it as hard as he can. And there's a skill there that's not natural. There's something God-given about that where he can just rip it from wherever. Doesn't matter how he's standing, where whose stick is where, he's just gonna shoot it. And it's pretty amazing to see something like that and to be in practice with it every day. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big help for us because we get to see something like that. I think the NHL did a couple interviews on guys about Ovi's shot. It was like how it's ducking, it's diving, it's all this stuff. I mean, his does that sometimes, and then sometimes there's just an absolute laser right by your head in the net. Like, it's unbelievable.
You can't, like, predict it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, like, it's like baseball players, like, when the pitcher's, like, throwing the ball, like, they can see the motion get cocked.
Yeah.
Like, imagine trying to hit a baseball without seeing the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Closing your eyes
okay.
before it's released. Yeah.
That's I've never heard it put that way before, but that actually makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, and-
Shit. Okay. So, two-parter then. Who's the guy on the Gophers that people need to know how good their shot is that's not talked about? And who's the guy you've played this year at all in your college career that, outside of the Gophers, best shot?
on the team.
I know my answer. I can't wait to hear your guys'.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a ton of guys that shoot it really hard on our team. But like, who's a sniper? Like, I'm trying to think who snipes.
I have mine if you want.
You can go. I'll go last. I need to sit on
You
this.
don't. Now you can't go goalie pads and just copy his answer.
No, I won't. I won't.
Matthew Wood's shot
I thought that was one that would come up.
is his shot doesn't need to be hard because he's so smart and his placement is so good. Like we saw it last weekend, just that shot that I think that was on the power play, right?
Yep.
I mean, unbelievable shot. It was because he's Canadian, I don't know. There's
Of
something
course.
about his shot where he'll come down on the wing and he won't have much room and he'll manipulate it to where he makes room.
Sure.
And that's another skill that will take him to the next level for sure. That if he can do that and keep that ability to manipulate and open up room for himself, it's pretty cool to see.
It was funny. Dylan asked him post game after one of the absolute snipes that he it couldn't have been more than the size of a puck that he lipped it through, and he's like, "What were you seeing there, man? Like it didn't look like there was anything." He's like, "I saw enough." I'm like, "That's all I needed to hear."
It reminds me of like Phil Mickelson, like some of his golf. Like Matthew Wood's playmaking ability is. I mean, his passes are insane. Like his vision is insane, but his shot, in my opinion, is an underrated part. We've kind of seen that in little hits throughout the year for sure.
Nice.
I'm going off the board. Johnny Middlestat.
Yeah, I mean, that was my first initial
Johnny
thought.
Middlestat can. It's hard. It's accurate. He can get it off from anywhere
And he hits the net.
every time. Like I coming back off of Christmas break, I remember it like it was yesterday. I watched him shoot however many pucks he shot in a practice. Not one got stopped. Like his ability to be accurate but still have some steam on it,
Yeah.
it's incredible. Like I keep trying to tell him, I wish he would shoot the puck anytime he got in the zone, because he does. Not only if it doesn't go in, chances are it's going to give us an opportunity, to capitalize on a secondary. So he's a sneaky one.
You know why though? He has been in that shooting room all the time.
That makes sense.
Like throughout this year, I always see him going up there and shooting pucks. His work ethic is insane.
Yeah, I mean,
insane.
Shooting room or not, he's also like jacked.
You got on the raw liver
jacked. So, he's got some power. That was my first initial thought. But then, like, sneaky for sure. Like, I hate to say this, but Lammer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like he misses sometimes. Like he'll miss that, but he's got some spots that he doesn't really miss much, and he can snipe, and he's got kind of like the same length.
Yep.
Like he can put it the low blocker, low glove, then he goes, his usual fun high, but he's got a good shot.
He is the world's best player in goalie session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is so good.
Doesn't miss.
He's so good.
He's pretty good.
I've never heard that before. I've heard best practice player, one that comes up for that one all the time is Rem Pitlick. Best practice player I've ever seen in my life. But then I've never heard that for goalie session. That's interesting. I like it.
He's always out there. He's always asking, "How are we on a goalie session?" I don't know what it is. He just loves scoring us in goalie session.
Yeah.
We have an unbelievable group, and I think that this is ultimately what challenges these guys. Like Snuggy's always out at goalie session. Woody now has lately been out there for the second half. Lammer has been there every day since I've been on campus.
Nice.
Mikey Kester, they're.
Chaz
can fire it.
Rinzy.
Yeah. Cal Thomas.
Yeah.
Nick
Bomb.
I mean, all our D
guy,
can really bomb it. Like our D can bomb it.
Yeah. When Groobs gets his one.
Yeah, Groobs is a dangerous shooter too.
Yeah, I think you could go down and he'd probably be. The better question is
who's the worst shot?
Yeah, and I'll raise my hand for that one.
Oh
yeah.
Leroy.
Yeah.
Leroy. Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys willing to spill the tea then? Across the league, anyone you faced, who's the opponent that you do not want shooting on you?
Like I don't know if it's just the do not.
Sure.
Like that's a little
the one that's
It's almost the one we want shooting on us as a challenge.
I like that.
How I think about it.
Who's the one you want to shoot on you most as a challenge? You should edit that out.
Ike Howard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Aiden Fink's shot is
Yeah, I mean I practice with that guy.
Yeah, I know you know very well.
He's got good release.
Yeah.
I know where he shoots, I think, though, which helps. But I know that other goalies don't.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's anybody that. I would say probably Isaac Howard is the one for me.
Yeah.
He can get it off from anywhere.
Yeah, same deal as Snuggy.
Yeah.
And he's got a nice little, the low glove.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got my number quite.
Sorry to lose fans.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, Aiden Fink, he's leading the nation in points, man.
Yeah.
He's really good at hockey.
For sure.
And also small little frame, it looks like nothing, and then.
Yeah. That's the worst when it's the deception.
Yeah.
You're expecting something to not come that hot and heavy,
Yeah,
and then all of
it's
a sudden it hits you. You're like, oh.
Yeah. No, he's right-handed shooters, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because you're strong. I mean, they're strong, dominant hand on the bottom.
Yeah.
More flex, more torque.
You know that, Phil Kessel. There's a guy that could fire the pill.
Yeah.
Just the things that a guy who looks like that can do.
Yeah.
How can you not be fascinated and mesmerized
I
by
agree.
it? It's impressive.
It's even better that he's a Gopher.
Yeah.
It's even better that he's from Wisconsin and he
that's
said,
true. That's
"Bye,
true.
I'm going to go play
That's
for the
true.
Gophers."
Good call.
That's still hand up, best celebration I'll ever see.
That is all time.
So when you started your junior A career, right? You went to Cranbrook. Now I went and saw Kootenay Ice when they were there before, but there was a lot of pressure on your group. Now I know it was kind of a shorter season when it expanded there, and you guys were filling that community's need for a hockey team again. Tough first, was it, like 15 games the first season or whatever. But
Yeah.
that group came back unlike a junior A group that I've ever seen. And then you guys dominated for the next few years and you actually like led them to playoffs. So what was that like? Was it, I mean, you're a goalie, so there's always a little bit of pressure, I guess. But like, what was that feeling like? Expansion team, you're kind of filling the shoes of the WHL. That was literally there the year before.
Yeah.
And then after, you know, what was kind of probably expected of a little bit of a tougher start as an expansion team, new guys, and then to come back and just like run that division. Like, what was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, first off,
Shout out to the Bucks, by the way.
yeah, the big weekend for them. The organization, I mean, the staff there, Nathan Lewin and Ryan Dow did an amazing job building a culture right away. And it was something that, you know, us guys, kind of that core group is that we embraced right away. And we wanted to build something that lasted, you know, onto the next teams was that culture. You know, we were in Penticton in that bubble. I didn't get my first BCHL win for 8 months. I mean, it was a battle, right? We went to play Penticton and Trail.
Yeah.
And it was tough. And we kind of did like a little team scavenger hunt. And there was a house being built. There was a house in process of being built. And then there was this beautiful house that was right on the beach. And we kind of went through it like, right now, we're at this foundation. And, you know, the rest of the time, you know, next year, we're going to be still building that house. But this is our goal, is this amazing house, all these beautiful glass panes and everything. That's cool. And that was something that we kind of prided ourselves on, was building that culture that lasted. And then look where it took us, you know, the next year. I think we were 6th and had a huge battle with PG in the playoffs and did really well. And then the next year after that, like it's our third year, was we were 2nd in the division. Obviously a disappointing end to that year for us, but you know, we were expecting to get to Penticton in the divisional championship and battle them out, right? So that's kind of something that we really took pride on, was building the culture first there, for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. And like, I grew up in British Columbia. I lived in Prince George when I was a kid, then Nanaimo, then Victoria. So like, I grew up just watching, you know, BCHL Fridays, and then if there was dub, you know, we'd go Saturdays. Someone always had tickets. But that's super cool because I have some really good friends who are from Cranbrook, and I went to visit them right when they lost the team. And then, you know, a few weeks later, there was news of the expansion, and it was just really cool because that community loves their hockey, and like, I know that they were devastated when the Ice did move to Winnipeg, but that's cool that like you helped build that culture now that's paving the way for a bunch of new guys. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it. I mean, there's give or take, you know, 20,000 people that live there, and in our first playoff game, the second year, we didn't have restrictions on how many people could be in the building, and we had over 3,000 people in the building, right? So you do the math
for
on
BCHL,
that, right?
that's like those are dub numbers, so that's
right.
huge.
I mean, that's you know, over 10% of the population in the building in the town.
Yeah,
it was amazing,
and not too far from home too, right, Cranbrook?
Yeah, 4 hours,
Yeah.
right? So, what a place to play, though. That's a fun spot with that community.
Hell yeah.
Fans are amazing.
Speaking of fun places to play, you had a small stint in Victoria.
Yeah.
After dominating the CCHL, but how was that experience like? Because I don't want to say it was similar because it wasn't an expansion team, but there was a pretty dominant group for a while before you joined them.
Yeah.
You played your 15 games, and what was so unique about that group, it was very much like, obviously you helped steal some games, not gonna lie, but that group was cool that there were no like 80 to 100 point players. Like Newhook wasn't there.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and it was coming off kind of that high. You know, Matthew Wood obviously had dominated there as well, as you guys know, and know him very well. But what was that like? Even though it was a short, you know, stint with a group of guys who, like, I think the leading point scorer was like 56 points in like 50 some games or whatever. But by committee, you guys got to the playoffs, and I know it was a tough round, but just with a program that was kind of finally, after so many years of dominance and like sending guys, you know, first rounders to the show, what was that like? How tight knit was that group, even though you were just there for a little bit? And obviously, you can touch on how sick Victoria and the Q Center is too.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, like the location, like I was looking at pictures of Victoria and I was like, well, if I'm playing another year juniors, like this is where I want to be. You know? Like, there's no snow all year round. And then like obviously I think they lost in the finals that year. Like that team recruited me on without even knowing. Like I just remember hearing about how good Victoria was. I was just like, well, okay, well that's where I want to go. Like I didn't do much research about like what kind of players were coming in, and then I got hurt in the summer. It was really terrible. I tore my PCL. I was out for like eight months. So I was supposed to just like play, but I guess that was my first. Like I was a goalie coach for 6 months. Like I was working with 2 younger guys. I was like basically, and it was like I remember like practice was going on. They were letting in goals, and I was like, "You guys shouldn't be getting scored on. Like this shouldn't happen." No. And then I remember like they would look at me like, "What is this? Like,
Who are you?
Like, why is our third goalie like telling us this stuff?" But like there was just a level of respect there that I had. And then when I got the chance to put the pads back on and those same drills were happening and I wasn't getting scored on, it was kind of like, oh, okay, like he knows what he's talking about. And we, 17 games. I think it was like 12-5 or something. Good little run. I mean, we were led by Cody Mons. Played college hockey too. He was our point getter. But yeah, I mean, it was just like kind of deep, hard-working lineup. It's a fun time. Victoria's a great city.
Cool little city, eh? Yeah. It's like 500,000 people, like all Greater Victoria, whatever. But like it's kind of just like a little mini Vancouver, which is
it's great.
Which is cool.
We went like 4-wheeling.
There's so much stuff to do, right? Especially like out in like Colwood area, right? The mountain biking, the hiking, do those sweet beaches. Like it's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Went to UVic for 4 years, and it was awesome.
Is there surfing out there?
Yeah, like
Tofino.
And Port Renfrew, even in like an hour and a half from Victoria, if you just go straight out west.
Oh yeah,
there's some good surf there as well. I think that's it's one of the heads of the West Coast Trail. So the native community there, they love when people come in and surf because it's their little nook, which is cool. Yeah. Last question, and again, appreciate you guys' time. This is awesome. So you guys could have talked about it earlier in the podcast and just like mentioned how things have changed with this CHL's relationship with the NCAA. And I'm just such a junior hockey guy, growing up out west, WHL, BCHL. So I've been like reading up on how a lot of coaches and other teams, and mostly in the BCHL, are reacting to this. Probably the biggest news, Penticton, the big dog in the BCHL now going to the dub. And then I actually, you haven't even heard about it. Yeah, so Penticton is, okay, well, there you go. So this is even better than, so last week, Penticton, or I guess at the time when this drops, a month ago, a few weeks ago, Penticton now officially going to be joining the dub. And I listened to an interview with the head coach at Trail Smoke Eaters, and he was saying how like they finally built a program here, a culture. They got a lot of young guys, and his concern is either A, some of these guys might not get those college scholarships or opportunities now that he kind of planned for them, or B, these guys are going to leave and go to the dub, or like, Penticton's in the dub, no, sweet, better, some more money coming in or whatever. So hearing all that, like, what are your guys' thoughts on not necessarily all of junior, because I don't think like the NAL is going to get affected, really the USHL, but like, and I hate to say this because I love the AJ as well, but like the BCHL is the one that's really going to get affected, I think. I mean, Coach, you can chime in on this as well, but like what do you guys think is going to be the state of BCHL or at Junior A in Western Canada with this new rule?
Yeah.
Too old. But I mean, it's cool. I know, like for the kids, like it's way better. But I mean,
you shouldn't be restricted, I guess, so young.
Like, I wouldn't exist if this stuff was happening. Like, guys like me, like, I would have died off at like 20 years old.
I don't know. I think you're tenacious and work ethic.
But like, man, like you have to play in junior A, and you have to play in major junior, or you're not getting a sniff at college. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, especially since
make your choice. Make your choice.
Yeah.
Let's meet in pros.
Yeah. Well, especially since like North Dakota's pipeline in Penticton is now in the dub.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that changes a lot. I didn't know that. So that really adds another variable.
Yeah, like the BCHL is going to be like scraps.
I don't know what it's gonna turn into, but that's definitely interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's like Victoria, I guess, would be like the next biggest.
It's
know.
probably
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna do it, it's them. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be
Nanaimo.
Cowichan.
That Nanaimo rink is never getting a renovation, so it's not going to be them. But
Not gonna be
There
Cowichan.
there
Not
were
Cowichan, yeah.
2 or 3 USHL teams that applied to
yeah,
the Ontario League that got nixed.
yeah,
so
that's right.
they said no. Just for me personally, after going up and being on a little WHL excursion, there are for sure some differences just in the way that the hockey is there compared to college. College is still, it's older, it's bigger, it's faster, it's stronger. The shots are probably more high quality. So I think the one thing that, if anything it does, you're still, some of the blue bloods, the Minnesotas, the Michigans, the North Dakotas, I think are still going to capitalize on some of those guys that are probably first rounders. I could just see major junior going maybe a little younger, where guys
Right.
now go, 15, 16.
More 16s.
Correct.
More 17s.
Yep, and then now you're looking at, hey, if I have 2 really good years, I'm going to set myself up for
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, do they go college or do they get swayed if they get drafted? So there's just such an anomaly right now that nobody knows what's going to happen. And that's the best way for me, because
I was
there's so
gonna say,
many
and
interchanges.
from a fan perspective
Yeah.
too, it's like, because I follow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm getting into college now that I've lived here
Yep.
for 3 years now. But like, man, I watched more dub and BCHL than I did NHL.
Yeah.
Because I just grew up in
Yeah.
Prince George, Nanaimo, these smaller towns, and that was it. So
great.
like, yeah, I kind of share your perspective where I'm like, this is gonna be wild.
Yeah.
There's a lot of question marks.
Is it lightning in a bottle for a few years? Do they, because that's the other part. If this does become kind of a trend-setting thing, do they stay with it, or does it become, I think as a whole, it's going to definitely strengthen college hockey, because now you're going to have guys that are over ages at the Dub or the OHL that now, instead of having to go work on a rig or something, they get
Or SPHL and
correct.
freaking
So now
Dunkin' Donuts.
so now you get to go maybe live the college experience. But the still thing for me is, at one point or another, just to back Sewell's point, you had the option.
Yeah.
Like, these guys that are playing in the Dub and the Ontario League, they had the option to go the school route or to go the major junior route. So I think there's still muddy water.
Well, and that's the thing. I think there's still a split. There's
Correct.
like 2 sides to it as well, right?
Correct.
So.
That's a great question, though.
All right, last question I got to throw out to you guys. It's for our awesome friends at Waggle Golf. Everyone go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 to take 10% off your entire order. We usually do dream golf foursomes. People put together a group of 3 that they want to go out with for the day. We're all here together, so I'm tasking you each with picking one goalie, could be past, current, whatever, that you want in your cart with you, and we all go out, have a couple pops, hit the course in the summer.
Not sure if he's going to have any pops with us,
Fair.
but Carey Price.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I have to. Childhood hero. Like, I
I
want
mean,
to
one of the best to ever do it
Yeah.
in Canada. That's great call. That's a great call.
Yeah. I mean, I would go there too. I think I'm gonna go Mike Smith.
Ooh,
Okay.
Just on his intensity in a game. Because I'm like super cool.
Yeah.
I want to know his side of it.
I
like
met
that.
him.
Have you?
Yeah, he's a psycho.
so it lives up to it.
Yeah.
His ability to just to like turn it on like in a game, like you see the look on his face all the time. Like he is in it. And
I've never seen wires get more crossed up.
I just want to hear his side of it, like his side of the game.
Like that. That's a good answer. All right, Coach. Who's your guy?
I'm going, I got to take 2, because if I take one of them, it would be terrible. I'm going 2 mini guys, Al Stalock and Jake Ottinger.
Have you seen the Stalock Superfan videos?
Oh, yes.
That was when I was in college.
Yeah.
Those videos came out, and like I was always a Gopher
It's the
fan.
best.
I did not like Duluth.
Yeah.
That year, I was cheering for Alex
Yeah.
Stalock
Yeah.
because of the Stalock Superfan
Correct.
videos. It's electric.
And then you'd watch him get into the corner and try to break pucks out and outskate D. It's a lot of Sewells, actually. But I was fortunate enough to skate with him in his last few years of pro, and Al is the best, just a first-class human, and I know that he's a pretty good golfer, and I know he likes to have a good time, so it's the best.
Very good answer.
And Otts is a stick, so I would just be sitting there in awe of both
Just
of their
watching.
games. Yeah.
I gotta say, like, those are all really good answers. The fact that Ilya Bryzgalov didn't come up once, that's the one that cuts me in my core.
like that.
I don't even want to golf. He and I are just
Yeah.
going to drive circles in the cart while you guys play, and I'm just going to let him talk. I'm not even going to get a word in.
And you know what's crazy is he has a son now that's starting to climb the junior ranks. So
Oh, man.
I don't know if college is in the future for the young Bryzgalov.
He's playing in the
but
Null, is
yeah,
he?
yeah. I think he's 16 or 17. So
Dang. That
he's got some big shoes to fill.
That makes me feel so old.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, awesome. Well, hey, really appreciate you guys. This has been a lot of fun. I mean, certainly, if you're sticking around to train this summer, I know you guys are going to be around. Can do some other version of this, whether that's our own version of Ink Master or something different. But it's been awesome talking to you guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.